Knock, knock, knock. Seems the black community has a visitor. They roll back DEI, we roll back our wallets. Now Target is rolling back to us, hat in hand. It's giving karma. It's giving, oh, now you care? But more importantly, it's giving news. Let's rewind. Target tried to play cute earlier this year, scaling back their diversity and inclusion efforts after rallying up the right wing. Translation, they choose MAGA over melanin, and baby, it backfired big time. Now Brian Cornell is meeting with Reverend Al Sharpton. Yes, the Reverend Al Sharpton you see here, trying to patch things up with the very black community they thought was disposable. Oh, so now we matter? Pastor Jamal Bryant and others weren't playing either. They launched a 90-day boycott during Lent. Black dollars were pulled and Target felt it. And now let's talk numbers. They're really ugly. Target lost about $12 billion in market value after gutting DEI, and now they're facing lawsuits from shareholders. You fumbled the culture, you also fumbled the coin. Black-owned brands that once thrived in Target's DEI spotlight are now caught in corporate crossfire. Left wondering what happened to the allyship we had that you promised us. It's giving corporate panic. It's giving performative regret. It's giving a big lesson in never biting the hand that built your brand. So y'all, what do y'all think? Should we forgive or forget? What do you think? How should we move this forward?
Now, why would Target go get Al Sharpton to discuss DEI? We need to go ahead and pass on the baton. Y'all need to pass the baton out. We did not nominate Al. We did not nominate Al.
Oh, and to that CEO, that's the secret. We don't give a if you was meeting with Al Green. Spending my days. Cause to be gaslit by a company is crazy. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about ending the boycott. Not from the same motherfuckers you say you ain't need the money from. So even if you had a conversation with Al Sharpton, who is AI activist, be on our side. Like he said, you can withdraw and so can we. Whatever you think that you finna talk about to reverse what you done did and said is a negative. We have already made our minds up. The plan has already been set to save. So we not even spending no money, let alone coming to that motherfucker to spend. Y'all was just too loud with the disrespect. Y'all didn't have to be that disrespectful. Y'all literally couldn't wait. Now it's taking a toll. Now you want to reverse. Whatever you gonna tell Al, we don't believe you. So we telling you ahead of time. There's no need for the conversation. It's not gonna change anything. Now everybody is, hey, you got some people swayed back in. That's not our fault. They got nothing, we can't save them all. But the majority, we said what we said. We did what we did, and it's gonna stand where it's standing.
So Target is finally feeling the pinch. For months, they've been acting like everything is fine, like the boycott wasn't affecting them. But now we know the truth. They've been losing billions, not millions, billions. And who's behind that? Black people. Black consumers who decided they had had enough and pulled their support. Let's talk about this. When black people said they were going to boycott Target, people laughed. They said it won't last or it won't have an impact. But the reality is when black people move together, they move mountains. And now Target is watching their profits drop and they don't know what to do. Or maybe they do, and that is the problem. Because instead of apologizing, instead of acknowledging the pain and frustration that led to the boycott, Target decided to talk to Al Sharpton. And that is where everything gets even more frustrating. Why Al Sharpton? Who asked him to speak for black people? Did black people vote on this? Was there a town hall meeting I missed? Because the last time I checked, nobody appointed Al Sharpton as the voice of every black consumer in America. This move by Target feels like a classic corporate play. The type when things go wrong with black community, they go grab one of the most visible black public figures they can find and say, help us clean this up. But this isn't the 90s. People are awake now. Black people just don't want representation. They want accountability. It's not just about Al Sharpton. It's the principle. Black people boycotted for a reason. They didn't just wake up one day and say, let's stop shopping at Target. It was a reaction to disrespect, to being unheard, to being used for diversity marketing while being disrespected behind the scenes. And instead of addressing that head on, Target skipped the apology and went straight to damage control. That is the problem.
You telling me out of the blue, Al Sharpton called a meeting with Target? For what? If Target is basically saying they don't want niggas in their store, Nigga, why are you calling a meeting with them? And then you saying it was very constructive and candid as if what? You gonna wrangle up all the Negroes and tell us that we should go back in that shop? Cause now I want to know how much they paying you, bro. What are you getting out of this? See, Al Sharpton one of these niggas that you cannot be following, listening to, because again, why did you call a meeting with them? So Al, you gonna forget the fact that they thought DEI meant, like, what is going on? And I'm gonna read to y'all the statement that Al Sharpton bobblehead ass said after that meeting. So this niglet had the nerve to say, I'm going to inform our allies, including Reverend Dr. Jamal Bryant, of our discussion, what my feelings are, and we will go from there. Who the fuck is we? Because my thing is, if Target don't want us there, then why is you trying to force us there? And Dr. Jamal, please don't fall for that shit that this man is telling you. Because again, why is Al Sharpton meeting with Target? Why is Al Sharpton not in Texas with Carmelo Anthony and his family with what's going on with that young black man? See, it all goes back to these BLK men can be easily bought and easily sold. Cause again, why are you meeting with Target? Target losing money, not you, Al Sharpton. So why are you even over there, man? Anywho, what do y'all think about this? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to hit the follow button. Toodle.
Baby, Al Sharpton can't help y'all. This is not the 60s or the 70s. This generation right here, we don't play. You play in our face, and we're going to take away our black dollar. And I remember a few weeks ago when I made a video, it was a whole bunch of people who did not look like me who said that our black dollar didn't matter. Now, Target CEO is trying to get Al Sharpton to help him. You can't be helped. And like I said before, any other business that plays in our faces, we're going to shut it all down.
You can't skip steps when trust is broken. That is not how this works. If someone wrongs you and then turns around and has a conversation with your neighbor instead of coming to you directly, would you feel heard? Would you feel respected? No, you'd feel dismissed. You'd feel like your voice didn't matter. And that is exactly how so many black consumers are feeling right now. Here's the thing. Black people have power. They've always had it, but now they're using it in ways that shakes industries. When black people decide to withhold their money, companies feel it. And Target is learning the lesson the hard way. They ignored the voices for too long, and now that the money is drying up, they want to listen, but only on their own terms. And that is not going to fly. This situation should be a wake-up call for every brand out there. You can't build a business on black dollars and then turn your back when black voices speak up. You can't profit off the culture, the style, the spending habits, and then act confused when people demand respect and transparency. And let's not pretend like black people don't want reconciliation. They do. They want brands they love to do better. They want them to succeed, but not at the expense of their dignity. If Target had come forward with a sincere apology, addressed the concerns head on, and laid out a plan to make things right, people might have been open to conversation. But going behind doors with Al Sharpton, that ain't it. People are rightfully asking, why didn't Target speak to the everyday people who are actually boycotting? Why not organize a roundtable with black community leaders, activists, and consumers? Why not issue a public apology and take accountability? Why this hush-hush meeting with someone who, for many, does not represent them?
I'm trying to figure out for what? What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to release a press statement that make us start shopping at Target again? Because if that's what you're expecting, you are in for a big disappointment. This is no longer a boycott. We don't fuck with y'all. You said what you said. Now stand on it. The difference between Target and us is that we standing on big business. We said we don't fuck with y'all and we mean it. So I don't know what y'all thought reaching out to Al Sharpton was gonna do, except give me more content for a TikTok video. Cause no, we don't give a damn. Half the time we don't fuck with Al Sharpton, if we being perfectly honest. So I don't know what y'all thought that was gonna do. But yeah, y'all need to figure something else out, because this is no longer a boycott. We just don't fuck with y'all.
I don't recall him calling a meeting when he rolled back DEI after he had all those black black companies in their stores for years, and he played in our face. Like, so look. Let me help the Target CEO. I don't think he understands what he did. See, black people hate for you to play in our face. That's one of the worst things you could do to black people. We do not like for you to play in our face. Now, we cool when you let us know who you are, right? Like, if we know that's who you are, racist or not, hey, be racist over there. Just don't mess with us. But when you act like you cool, like you're an ally even, and then out the blue when your boy get in the White House and that's who you voted for, and you just gonna say, look, I don't really like y'all, and so I'm rolling back all the initiatives that I had for y'all. Don't worry about it. All the stuff that I did or we did with y'all for the last 10 years or so, don't worry about it. I was just playing. I really was lying to y'all. For you to do that, Target, and now you got the nerve to want to meet with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Hey, this gotta be a joke. It gotta be a joke. It gotta be misinformation. It gotta be fake information. It gotta be. Because there's no way you can blatantly play in our face, and you were good with playing in our face. And now you got the nerve to be upset about it or want to meet with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Number one, the first thing about that is the fact that you so out of touch that you didn't know the Reverend Al Sharpton is not the way to get to us. Number one, at this point, we already know that you don't have no black people or people of color in the boardroom with you, because they could have told you that wasn't gonna work. But to do all that you did and not caring about how black people felt when you had all these black business owners in your store for years, and you knew that would affect them and you didn't care. So all we say to you now, Target, is don't care about your bottom line now that you're losing money. Don't care. You didn't care at first. Don't care now. Because we are done.
Black Twitter is buzzing. Content creators are calling out. Consumers are saying loud and clear, Al Sharpton does not speak for black people, and that is the bottom line. One man cannot represent the complexity and diversity of the entire black community. Black people's experience are different. Black people's perspectives are different. And if companies truly want to engage with them, they need to understand that. You can't just find one high-profile person and assume that's enough. You need to listen to the grassroots voices, the very people, the organizers, the youth, the leaders. You need to have uncomfortable conversations and be willing to sit in that discomfort. You need to be transparent, not strategic, because trust, once it's gone, it's hard to get it back. So what's next for Target? That is up to them. They can keep pretending that one meeting is going to fix everything, or they can take real steps to repair the damage. They can listen to the backlash, learn from it, and show they're actually committed to change, not just protecting their bottom line. But one thing's for sure, the black community is not going to be quiet about this. Not now, not ever, because this is bigger than Target. This is about how they treat black people when they demand better. And this is about making it clear that black people's support is not unconditional. It has to be earned and respected. And let me be very clear, Al Sharpton is not the issue. He's a symptom of the issue. It's the system that keeps defaulting to the same representatives over and over again, rather than evolving and actually listening to the broader community. Black people are diverse. They don't all agree on everything. They are mothers, fathers, students, entrepreneurs, creatives, activists. They come from every walk of life. So when you want to repair trust, you talk to the people who felt it break. You include those voices in the room. You build real, honest relationships. Target, if you want to move forward, you need to rebuild trust the right way. Start by acknowledging what led to the boycott in the first place. Start by issuing a sincere apology, not a PR statement, but a real apology. Make it clear you understand the impact of your actions. Then commit to doing better, not just once, but consistently. You also need to hold listening sessions that include real people, not just influencers or figureheads. Include single moms, college students, Black professionals, and long-time loyal customers. Ask them what they want. Ask them what went wrong, what they need to see from you, and how you can regain their trust. And don't just listen, take action. Target also needs to invest in the community in the meaningful ways. Support Black-owned brands and make sure they are not just placed in your stores during Black History Month, but all year round. Make room for Black leadership in your executive decision making. Increase transparency around diversity and inclusion goals and actually meet those goals. And please stop assuming that a single meeting or a photo op can erase years of frustration. The Black community sees through it. They always have. And now that they've tasted the power of what collective action can do, they are not going backwards. They are going forward with or without you. Black people want a new standard. They want companies to respect their intelligence, their money, and their culture. They want honesty. They want consistency, and they want change. To my Black brothers and sisters watching this, I just want to say, keep pushing, keep using your voice. This boycott is working because of you. It's working because you stood up and said enough is enough. And when the media didn't cover it, even when people doubted you, you kept going. That's power. And to Target, this is your moment. You can either double down on the same failed strategies or rise the occasions and do what's right. The choice is yours. But understand this, the community is watching and they are not going to be silent anymore. Black people are here, they are loud, they are powerful, and they are not going anywhere. Anyway, guys, drop your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. And also remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time, bye-bye.